Ooh, we got a wreck. Yeah, nowhere to go there. These guys went green pretty quick, so recap on the top 10 starting positions. So starting on the pole was Austin Fitzgerald. Second was Dustin Karshner. And second row got Chuck Sweeting starting in third, Justin Lowry starting in fourth, Charles Van Schaik starting in fifth, Jeffrey Souza starting in sixth place, Robert Fieri starting in seventh, Corey Saucer in eighth, Alan Pajari in ninth, and David K. Hall starting in 10th. I noticed during practice and warm-ups there, some guys had it in fourth, some guys were driving in fifth. It was quite the different scenarios with each driver for sure. Yeah, we've already seen people run the high line and the low line here. It looks like we got the winner from the last 3 races. He is already up 9, 10 spots now. Up 10 spots. We've already had more cautions than the last race, so. The whole field here is starting to spread out. 10 seconds from first to last. I think so. I think Fitzgerald might be looking long game here, thinking that we're spreading out and possibly going to go caution free from the rest of the way out. So he's starting to think long game for sure, I think. aka Gateway. We're just doing some investigative skills going on here, checking some stuff out. And looks like the top three are all riding around in fourth gear. And you're Justin Lowry, second place in points. He's the whole way around in fifth gear. Interesting different strategies here. Expecting Lowry to save some gas doing this. Yeah, if you want to go on board with Lowry, like they pull him coming out of the corners, but going into the corners, he is sending it in. I see Sweeting just take off coming out of the corners though with that lower gear. What's that, 18, 19 spots now he's up? So being this is a bigger track here, what time do you think you're going to see pit stops? Oh. Lap 25, now we've got one car in the pits. James Trogger, the 371. We got another driver climbing up pretty quick too. Dallas Pataska has got gained 19 spots. Looks like he's following Challenger right to the front. So we're oh, got a caution for something. Maybe it was just some debris. Like they're all coming into pit. Everybody's following your leader down pit road. Looks like they're all taking forward tires. We're just over 30 laps right now. Fastest lap goes to Joshua Campbell in the number 8 car. Everybody's got some freshies right now. Let's see what they can do. Maybe we'll have a new fastest lap coming up here. Once we get all these guys bunched up and back to green, I think we should go to a little crank it up. Next week is Nashville Super Speedway for these guys. Just coming into 3. Getting ready to go green here. Look at that 78 car already sitting in 4th. Ooh, whoa. Oh my. I don't think we're gonna crank it up. Yeah, it looks like one of the cars just got loose in the corner and then somebody else got into the back of them. Just caused a chain reaction. Yeah, I think the 97 got loose. We'll get it out. These guys will get it figured out.
Definitely bringing us a cool perspective to what's going on the track here. You can see several drivers running different lanes, but all just equally as fast as each other. Board with Pataska. Challenger looks like he's making a move. And he completes the pass on Karshner. He's going after Lowry on the bottom. Pataska is making the move on the outside on Fitzgerald. You get a four-way battle for first, second, and third, and fourth. And Karshner's just sitting in the hot seat in fifth, hoping that nothing happens in front of him.
I think we might want to do a little side bet here. I'm gonna put my money on Pataska for the win tonight.
He's looking like he's ready to shoot. I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of picking up what you're putting down. But I'm gonna go with Faithful here of Challoner. I'm thinking he might go 4 in a row.
Oh, that's a tough one.
And I remember, these guys are gonna have trouble passing right away. These cars do get loose on the exit of the corners quite easily.
Remember what I brought up about the fastest lap earlier? Looks like we got a new fastest lap. That number 78 car at 32.664.
And it looks like he's made a move on Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald drops back a little bit. Looks like he's going for a longer run strategy. It's quite interesting because you see Pataska is checking out of the field a little bit. That's about a 5/10 gap on Lowry.
I wonder if he put his special tires on for this leg of the race.
Maybe they're matched.
He is checking out.
I don't think Challenger wants to let him get away too much, so you might see him fight on Lowry's bumper a little bit more to maybe make him make a mistake or, get him to cough up that spot. He might. There you go. He's looking low. Let's see if Lowry just concedes the position. He's gonna fight him.
Maybe he's got the broadcast on in his ear and he didn't like what we were saying there about him.
Oh, maybe.
He's like, it's time to go. Time to go get him.
Time to get him. He does concede the position, and Challoner completes the pass for P2. You got to remember too. There's different battles here. Is that Lowry and Fitzgerald are first and second in points, and that's their battle. Pataska and Challoner are a little bit out of the points battle. So, they're racing for different things almost.
Yeah, 3-point lead. Fitzgerald's in first with 206 points, and Lowry's 203 points in second place right now, so it's pretty tight. And they're running third and fourth right now.
It is absolutely crazy if you think about it. Both the first and the second place car started outside of the 20th position, and now they're 1 and 2. And a lot of the other drivers, haven't really moved a lot. So, hats off to them for navigating through the field and getting through some of the carnage that they've had to get through.
I'm just looking through the standings now. It looks like the number 48 of Brandon Figliola is up 17 spots, so he's doing pretty good. He's having a good run for himself as well.
That's the 48 car. And we're definitely seeing a bunch of new faces that we didn't see last week. It's a much bigger field this race. Looks like Chuck Sweeting is starting to fall back a little bit. As Pajari makes the move on the inside there. It's up a little bit. Completes the pass. Pajari in the 7th position now. Good for him. Nice to see him have a good run in the big gut Ford.
Some good tight racing right there.
Oh yeah. Battles. Nelson Riviera's got the run. Jari's going to concede the position, move back to 8. You cross them over, they're going to keep battling. They're not done. You do get such a run on the high side on the exit, it's hard to keep the momentum on the person. Karshner just completed the pass. Van Schack. Him. Spot. Bump draft down the straightaway. Get going. You passed me. Better keep moving.
Beep, beep.
Beep, beep. Coming through. It looks like slowly Challenger has closed in the gap on Pataska. That was out to, 7/10, and now they're sitting at around 3.5, 4/10. Slowly just wheeled them in, so. And it's one thing to get to his bumper, but it's going to be another challenge to make a move and complete the pass, because I think you just really have to protect the high side here, and you could stop that momentum from that person behind you. They're all pretty spread out. A little bit further back in the field. Riviera pulls away from Pajari a little bit. On board with Ferrari. See if Figliola competes a pass here, and it looks like with minimal effort he's going to be able to close the door high side. And you mentioned him earlier about being a big mover, and he's moved quite a bit of ways up. He's up 18 spots now. And I don't think he's done.
Nope. He's going to the front.
Challenger is in striking distance, just a 10th back from Pataska. We watched Fitzgerald and Challenger last race, just bumper to tail for 50 laps, and Fitzgerald didn't make a mistake, and Challoner just waited and waited until after the pit stops to make a move. And it's going to be interesting to see if he's going to follow suit with something like this and just stay in the draft and wait. Coming up on some lap traffic. 71. He gets stuck behind the traffic.
Oh.
Loses the lead. Tough break there. I don't think that was in the game plan.
Oh, we had a bit of that problem last week. Something similar. Lap traffic was getting in the way, and that's how Challenger took the lead then too. Maybe he's got some secret radio plans with these guys to say, block the leader, let me by.
Block the leader. Beep, beep. Unfortunate to see that, kind of play out like that, because I was hoping to see a good battle for position there. Did Pataska just, get a little tight and had to stay high and couldn't cut it low? Or, so we'll have to, if we get a chance, we'll go back through the replay and take a look at that. But just an unfortunate way to give up the lead. But now, you think about this with Pataska not being in the hot seat. Challoner's going to set the pace for himself, and they can off pit. And, entering the pits a lap later or a lap earlier can make a big difference on tires and track position.
You've been in that position before where a lap car kind of gets in the way there of you while you're leading a race. How's Pataska feeling right now? He's probably going through some emotions, trying to calm himself down.
Yeah, I mean, when you're stuck in a metal cage like a race car, I mean, you really have to manage your emotions and get over that pretty quick, because you can't let one event just ruin or dictate the rest of your race. So, he hasn't let Challoner pull away, so he is managing those emotions right now from what we can see.
Yeah, it looks like he's doing pretty good on the high side of the track.
And it looks like he's shifting into 5th. Take a look in his cockpit for a second. Pataska. Don't make me a liar. That's fine.
Yeah, just straight up redlining.
He's greasy up at the top. You see him sawing the wheel. Big run.
Look at that run, though. Oof.
Maybe he's driving a little frustrated. Wants that lead back. And that almost cost him there as he drifted. And he's making the move. Good run on the outside. Challoner just gives it up a little bit.
We got a lap car coming up here, so...
Oh. It's the story number 2 of the night. Like, what's going to happen?
Yeah, we might want to watch Challenger's radio broadcast here and see if he radios anything in.
Challenger's like, I'm going to tuck him behind. Let Pataska deal with the lapper, because 2 races in a row, we've just had a bad time. We're going to see it on the exit here if he times it a little differently. He wants the high side.
He did not get it.
No, he did not. Mike Ellis just says, hey, I'm running my own race. You're the leader, make the move. It's gone a lap down now. First car a lap down. It's interesting to see Pataska strike back like that to, challenge for the lead, but Challoner has, really just said, hey, maybe we're going to play a game, maybe we're going to dance, maybe we're going to see what we can do.
I think they're dancing right now.
Yeah, I just don't want to see Pataska work too hard and then burn up his stuff on the high side, because you can see that car is moving back and forth quite a ways. Let's check on our our friend Figliola in the 10th spot, up 20 positions. Another big mover we haven't really spent a lot of time on, and I think we got cut off by a caution earlier, was Carlos Fonseca. He's also another big mover. He's up 17 positions. I mean, his last lap was quicker than the leaders. So he might be saving his stuff. We might see him a little bit later on.
Well, we got a new battle coming up here at the front. Looks like Justin Lowry's turning it up. He's getting up there with the leaders now.
He just touched the wall, it looked like there. Just a little scuff. Oh, Fitzgerald is right there too. But that cost him quite a bit there, dancing with the wall.
I think he was just trying to clean some debris off the side of his car there.
That's a new technical term, debris.
Just wanted to rub that debris off.
Challenger's back in the lead, and Pataska has fallen back a little bit. I think he was working that car on the high side. Oh, he's in the 5th gear. Not a liar now.
Ooh. Changing up the strategy.
So loose up there. See him working the wheel.
It's like Lowry's gathered himself back up there. He's starting to make a charge again. I know why. He got that debris off.
No? Oh, jeez. He was the fastest car on the track last lap, Lowry. PFC brakes. Now you look at 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, they're pretty much running the high side. Both ends. And Challoner is running the bottom. Looks like we got a battle with Figliola and Sweeting. And Fonseca coming into attack.
These guys last pitted around lap 31, 32, I believe, so they might be thinking about pitting soon.
Yeah. Oh, we got a couple coming down the pit road right now. Looks like we got Fitzgerald coming in. Just as soon as you say it, you know, we got one of our leaders coming in. Pataska's coming in. 22 car. Huge. Challenger's still holding out. Pataska and Challenger are just holding out. So it's going to be interesting to see, you know, like I said earlier, if they stay out for 5 or 10 laps, these guys are going to be faster when they come out. But they got to make up track position and make up the time.
Here he comes. Dusk is coming in. Pit road speed's 45 kilometers.
Maybe if you're Canadian.
Oh, 45 miles an hour. Probably about 71-ish kilometers an hour for us Canadians.
Yeah, what's that in Fahrenheit? I mean Celsius?
Yeah, let's move on.
Challenger coming in now. Hopefully he's got a nice clean stop here. You know, we'll give them another lap or two so they can sort out all their positions. Looks like we got Sweeting, and Sweeting hasn't pit yet. Yeah, see, this is where it's like, you know, a couple laps difference isn't that big of a deal, but when you get onto this bigger run, I don't know if you can make up the time. It doesn't matter how good your tires are. You know, because you're giving up so much time.
Ooh, it's getting dicey up there.
Yeah, well, fighting on old tires isn't the way to be. 50 laps to go. Current leader is Karshner with an 8/10 lead over Riviera, followed by Sweeting, who's about a 1.5 seconds back.
And they're going to be coming into the pits right now.
Yep. You're still waiting for the rest of the field to shuffle out. But right now, it kind of looks to me like Lowry is the first car out of that group of 4 of Challoner, Pataska, and Fitzgerald. That should likely be in first after the pit cycles are all complete. Well, they got enough fuel to go the whole way, so we're going to definitely get to see some exciting racing, and hopefully it stays caution-free for the rest so we can see that battle shake down, because these guys still have another set of tires that they can go in and grab, and fresh tires will definitely mix it up.
Looks like Charles Van Schack, currently your leader. He hasn't come in yet. He's I think the only one who's yet to come in.
He's holding out for a caution.
Charles has got a 22 to 24 second lead right now on Lowry and Challoner and Pataska and Fitzgerald.
That's about what,
He's got some time to play with.
2/3 of the track. He's got to come in for fuel. So, I mean, I'm not sure what his strategy is, but I guess we're going to have him show his cards soon.
Yeah, I think he just radioed in. He's pitting.
He's coming in. I've had enough, guys. I'm coming in. I need stickers.
Leader enters pit road. You should see Lowry take the position in first.
44 laps to go. Challenger's sitting about 4/10 back with Pataska in third, another 4/10 back. And Fitzgerald is about 3 seconds back from our leader, so interesting to see if he just, didn't have the best pit cycle. Well, if you look at the pit times, Challenger actually was 3 seconds quicker than everyone. "42 laps to go as we're winding down. Karshner, who stayed out late, running some quicker times. A man we haven't spoke about much tonight at all is the 4-car of Jake Bryan. He's currently sitting in the 5th position, starting 24th.
That number 4 car last pitted on lap 66, so he's still going to have to come in.
Oh, so he's on a different strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah, his times, he's about a half second slower a lap. There'll be a bunch of beep beeps in a second.
We have a new fastest lap person.
Who is it?
It is my pick for the win, Mr. Pataska.
Uh-oh.
He is coming.
A lap car? He doesn't like those.
Nope. Beep, beep.
Challenger is moving into striking distance. He's a 10th and a half back from Larry, so Pataska's going to want to get up there and not let Challenger make the move without him being there. It's going to be interesting to see, because the harder Pataska pushes, once he gets up there, is he going to be able to complete the pass? Challenger's looking low now. Larry's running the high side, but they're coming up on lap traffic. Moves up the middle lane.
We're almost 100 laps into this race, and you know who've really been pretty steady, been in the top 10 all night? The number 34, Alan Pajari. He has moved up 3 spots. He's in 6th right now. He's been very, very consistent all night.
Yeah, I mean, you remember last week, he did seem to miss the setup a little bit and didn't have as good of a run, but very interesting to see him up front this race. This might be his home track, or, a track where his team has done a lot of testing at.
Big gut.
Big gut. Chuck Sweeting, he's on a different tire or pit strategy too. He pitted later than a lot of these guys, so he might actually move up a couple more spots. Looks like Challenger is making a run at Lowry on the inside. Going to complete the pass going into the corner.
I was just checking the pit board here, and it looks like your top 4 cars, they all pitted 1 lap apart of each.
Yeah.
None of them pitted on the same lap, so it should be interesting.
Yeah, it's going to come down to who can manage their equipment the best. Pataska makes the move on the outside. Lauer gives him the run.
He's been consistently passing people on the outside.
Yeah, you definitely have to stop the momentum, you know, from somebody on the high side and close that. We saw what happened with him, the lapper there, when they stopped him on the high side. That didn't fare out too well. Arshner, Sweeting, Pajari are all pretty close. Sweeting looks under Pajari. But it's hard to get the run. It's not going to be able to compete the pass, but he's going to take another stab at it going into turn one. Sweeting and Karshner are on 3 to 4 lap newer tires. Oh, 3 wide. Beep, beep. Karshner's got to go.
All three of those cars are for position.
Yep. Bajari's still fighting on the high side. Good job. Nice driving by all the drivers there, keeping it clean. You see, Pajari is running the middle to high side and it's stopping Sweeting from getting any run. Bunch of the other cars are spread out. We can take a look at Fonseca. He's closing in on Brad Wren. Running about equal lap times. Sitting about a half second back. I don't know, Dennis. I don't know if Pataska has it in him to be making up the time.
Talking silly now. Lots of time left in this race.
29 laps to go. Pataska throws up a bigger lap there by over a tenth. For a tenth again. Next lap, he's closing in the gap, 3.5 tenths back. You might just get your make-a-wish today, Dennis. We'll have to see. Chandler faster that time by a half a tenth. Got to navigate under the 22 car. Pataska has learned. Don't expect those lap cars to move. "27 laps to go on the ticker, 26 at the line." They are just trading lap times back and forth. About 3/10 back. Riviera. Karshner has made the pass on Riviera for the 5th spot. And he's got a long ways to go before he catches Fitzgerald. I mean, if they're to finish right now, you're not going to really see any change in the points. You know, it's just one race at a time for these guys. Good Challenger again. I think he's just keeping Pataska at bay, keeping him a couple tenths back. Not pushing too hard.
We'll see. We'll see.
An unscheduled pit stop. 97 car. He was involved in an earlier accident. Sammy Harwell.
A caution.
Caution is out.
Oh, this could change the game here. Huge.
You're exactly right. Let's see if we can find what happened to bring out that caution.
See that number 4 car we were talking about earlier, Jake Bryan. Looks like he's got some damage. I think he might have been involved.
Yep. It looks like he got loose, tried to save it, and didn't. Slid it on the track, put his foot back into it, and collected.
There is that damage. Debris. We got debris.
I got debris. Tough break there.
It's like the leaders are pitting.
Oh, I think you're going to see everyone come in and grab tires here.
Whoa, this could breed more cautions. This could be interesting.
Yep. Not good. Like, I think we were fixing for an interesting race there. Challenger's out. Pataska's not too far behind. Ari, he's gonna split him. Oh, had to slow up. Fitzgerald comes out in 4th. Well, you're gonna get to see, you know, like you said, a whole bunch of different strategies now just come together too, because Karshner was on a completely different strategy. He wasn't going to be in contention to catch 4th, but he would have finished off with a solid 5th place finish. But now, you know, he could be in contention for the win. He's had a good solid run. Got another lap around, or we'll get the 1 to green.
How many cautions is that now? 4?
That's 4 cautions. A lot more than the 0 from last race.
Four cautions. So far, 3 cars have left the field. We still got 31 cars out there.
There's a few cars that are more than a couple laps down. So what's your strategy here, Dennis? Are you going out holding back for 10 laps, or are you just sending it right away?
If it was me, I would hold back for 5 laps, just to get the car settled and then just send it.
Send it. Watch out for the debris.
Or follow Challenger. He's won the last 3, so chances are you do what he does, you got a good chance to be there at the end.
Well, he's my pick.
Oh, you just picked that now.
I picked that when you picked Pataska.
Oh, we're going to have to check back on this broadcast on that one.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Well, you're going to get to see, too, the battle between the high and the low line. I don't think the high line's effective on fresh tires. I think you got to run the bottom and use the power of the car right at the start. But maybe 10 laps in, that high line comes in when your tires wear a little bit. And we're 1 to green.
Yeah, lights are off. How many laps we got left?
19 to go. Be 18 when they cross the line.
Think we'll be able to get it crank it up?
No, I'm not. I mean, yeah, let's let the field calm down for a few laps and we can crank it up. But I don't know. We've had quite a few carnages.
Hopefully the field tightens up a bit here.
Pace car's in. Green's out. Challenger's away.
I think he got a good jump there.
Big jump. Pataska. It's going to send it. Is Larry going to close the door on the high side? Nope. 3 wide down the backstretch. Nelson Riviera makes it 3. All types of battles going on right now with 17 laps to go. Sweden gets loose on the high side of Bajari. Collects it. They all check up. Lowry making the move low. Closes the door on the high side. Challenger's open up a half-second lead.
He is not sitting back.
Well, I think
he decided, guess what? He decided to run the new fastest lap of the race.
Uh-oh.
He is not sitting around no more.
Well, these cars do have a pretty good draft, so, you know, that might work against them. We're just going to have to watch as it winds down.
He just beat that time.
Yeah, he's not messing around.
He is going.
Fitzgerald gets loose on the bottom there. Gathers it up. Looks like that's going to cost him.
Top 3 cars are setting blistering times right now. They're all in the 32.5s.
You know, this could be impacting the points right here if Fitzgerald doesn't get back closer to Lowry. Fighting for his life. And Pajari's still having a good run. Fonseca touches the wall there. Loses a bunch of time. 48 car of Figliola able to capitalize on that. And their gap, Chandler's gapping them a little bit more. Seven tenths. 12 to go. New fastest lap again for Chandler. 32:46.
He is getting faster as his tires wear out. Look at that. We got 10 to go now.
10 to go at the line, yep. Lots of tough battles here. Further back in the field. Battle for 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Pajari's falling back a little bit. Car's getting a little loose as Fonseca looks low.
I think the 48 of Figliola just turned the fastest lap of the race now.
Yeah, only by a couple thousandths. Wow. You know, technically, that's our biggest mover, Figliola. He's up 25 positions. He's tied with Chandler right now. But I mean, you know, who really gets the win here? 8 to go. Look at Nolan Fitzgerald. He's got a good run. They're even. Ooh.
Oh. Beep beep.
Yeah, that was almost a beep beep. Pataska's fallen back a little bit. He's about a second, just over a second back, and Lowry's 6/10, so Lowry's moved in a little bit. Six more laps to go as they come up to the line as they complete this corner. You know, it'd be interesting to see is what everyone has left. I mean, I don't know if there's enough time for anyone to really make a move within the top three.
Five to go.
Yep, as they cross the line, it'll be 5. Tough battle here with Fonseca and Sweeting. Karshner. I didn't know if we were going to see Figliola make the move on Fitzgerald, but he's right there. 4 to go at the line. You
Leader's
see,
got a half a second lead.
they're tightening up a little bit too. Lowry's closed in like almost a tenth and a bit. Pataska's closed in a little bit as well. Three to go.
Can it be done? 4 in a row.
That's quite the accomplishment with this field of cars. These guys are very talented. We did have a couple unnecessary cautions at the start, but you know they've put on a great rest of the show. 2 laps to go for our leader, Chandler. Take a look at Figliola and Fitzgerald. Figliola has fell back a little bit. It doesn't look like he'll be claiming that 4th spot at all. Four-tenths back, Lowry. Definitely just not enough time for him to turn it up.
Now the one to go. The white flag is out.
I mean, all he has to do here is hit his marks here. Like, there's not too much left of racing for him. Be nice and smooth. Oh, lap traffic. Watch out. We've seen this change a race. And he's coming to the line to take the checkered flag. Hats off to your winner, Christian Chandler, for going 4 straight, taking the win at Homestead.
Justin Lowry came in 2nd, Dallas Pataska in 3rd, Austin Fitzgerald in 4th, and Nelson Riviera rounds out your top 5.
Chandler's going to be coming around to do a burnout. Well done, and hats off for going 4 straight for Christian Chandler. He's a force to be reckoned with in the Winter Racing Series.
Four in a row. He's probably going to run out of things to say in victory lane.
I guess we'll find out soon if we can get some time with him in the booth. Just waiting for these drivers to file in. Go back and grab a couple laps. All right, let's see if we got some drivers in the booth for us. Not yet. I mean, what was your take on that racing tonight, Dennis? How did you feel it went for the boys at the Winter Series?
Well, I got off to a little rough start. Once we got past those initial cautions there, it seemed to level out there and go pretty good. Good hard racing overall by all the drivers, clean, respectful, just like last week. Had a couple more cautions there, but your top runners eventually made it to the front, and and took it home. Those it seems to be those top 5 guys are usually pretty constantly up front. That's for sure on these.
Yeah, duking it out lap after lap.
It doesn't look like we're going to get anybody up here in the booth.
Well, I guess that'll be our stream tonight since we can't catch any of the drivers. That's fine, just rounding out your top 3 again. Winning 4 in a row, Christian Chandler. Second place to Justin Lowry. And third to Dallas Itasca. Hats off to those drivers for putting a good show at the end. Thank you for tuning in to PTM Racing TV and viewing the Winter Series tonight at Homestead Speedway for a 134 lap battle. Please tune in to us again next week when they'll be at Nashville Fairgrounds.
And be careful driving home, everyone. Watch out for that debris on the road.
Watch out for the debris. Beep, beep. Have a good night.